Yeah, go for him like you're going for some trash.
9v8 now. Stick together, gang. Stick together. Don't do it, Tom. Tom's just racing out there from behind you, Tom. Oh, my.
Come on, guys.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Oh, good.
Enough. Well, the guy had 3 coming at him at once. That did it. 10v8. Team gets away with another win. Raccoon Rascals are making a name for themselves in Knockout City.
There is a form of multimedia entertainment beyond that which is good. These games are as vast in number as they are terrible. They dwell in the dark recesses of history, unearthed from the pits of the bargain bin. These are the games of horror. This is Garbage Game Night.
Welcome, raccoons and scavengers of all kinds, to another transmission from Radio GGN, home of the trash, where we bring you the latest and greatest in failing entertainment. Today's episode is all about those forgotten, discarded video games that have been left to rust and rot in the forgotten corners of the internet. But fear not, my friends, we here at Radio GGN believe that every game, no matter how bad the reviews or how unpopular it may be, deserves its day in the sun. And that's why we're bringing you a special treat today. So put on your combat boots, grab your balls, because today we're taking to the streets for a scuffle of epic proportions. We're not afraid of a little challenge, are we, trashies? So tune in, turn up, and get ready to rumble, because this is Radio GGN. Let's do this.
Hey, Tom. How's it going?
Good. We are the Raccoon Rascals.
All right. We got our gang, or our crew,
That's
I'm
right.
sorry.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
I'm trying
we
to
know
think
what we're
of-
doing. We got the game booted up, and we're already starting to do some creating in it. Oh, you're picking out our car. All right.
So I'm tucked into a ball and someone's throwing me.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing?
We haven't
What?
introduced the game. Yeah, Victor, how are you doing?
Oh, so well. Not confused at all.
All right, perfect. Love it. Oh, I'm great. Thank you. Who else we got here? We got the bros. Frank, how you doing?
Doing good.
I'm glad you could join us, Frank.
Yeah, sorry.
Didn't hold us up at all. No, it's fine. Glad you're here, Frank. And Bob, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Excellent. Glad to have you with us. It looks like Tom is working on the cruise logo, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that would be like raccoon.
Trash specific. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Diamond
actually...
in the rough. That's nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. Well, first, before we get there, quickly, the last game we did on GGN was the Rejected Rodent Mascots of 1993. We looked at Awesome Possum, Rocky Rodent, and Rocket Knight Adventures. So it was a good time. I was happy with how that episode came out, unlike all our other episodes. But you can check that out on YouTube or our podcast. I've got clips going out on all our socials. They're doing pretty well. But, the week after we recorded that, though, I streamed myself playing some Rocket Knight Adventures, the best game of the pack. And I can now say with confidence that I have beaten that game now, but I never beat it as a kid. That was way too difficult. The end of Konami games, it was nearly impossible. I got through like 75% of the game 4 times, it was pretty long. It was like about 40 minutes of gameplay. I got through 4 times, and then I just couldn't get past it any longer. And I told myself I wasn't going to use like the state saves, the emulator saves, to go back in time on them. But I did, and I must have reloaded like 300 times in that last like 5% of the game. It's so difficult.
Wow, really?
But, yeah, it was rough. I was broken by the end of it. The games were cartridges that you owned, and I think they kind of needed to be hard enough that it was an achievement to beat. And like, had I spent a few more hours with that, I would have learned the bosses and everything. But by the end of it, I was just mashing my way through the bosses, and it was ugly. It was real ugly. Oh, I did have one more note because we're so dedicated to accuracy and truth-telling here on GGN. Minor correction. I said Tengen was the first to bypass the NES lockout chip. The more I look into it, I'm not 100% sure that they were the first ones, though they like usually get the credit for doing it. And I've got an episode coming up that'll detail that a little bit more.
Ooh.
But yeah, a little teaser. Like,
Oh, I'm teased.
Yeah, or at least Tom. Tease Tom, at least. First, before we get into the game, some GGN news. Do I have any GGN news? Oh, yeah. Just follow us on the socials. I'm going ham, posting shorts on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, updating when we go live, and get all those spicy clips that I think they're coming out pretty good. Yeah, Tom's seen him, and he's barely even on the internets, you know?
Yeah,
So-
I don't even have a presence, but...
Yeah, he's seen him though. All right, let's get into this game. In the year 2023, we are no strangers to the concept of games as a service, right? Tom, why don't you explain what games as a service are?
Well, imagine being like a janitor, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's a service.
Sure. Gotcha.
Now, imagine if the janitor was playing a game
Uh-huh.
while he janitored
All right, I think I'm going to stop you before getting more off the rails.
Imagine if you're a janitor in a battle royale game.
Oh, okay, that's closer. Yeah. You want to give it a stab, Bob? You think you can?
I don't know, let's go, but I just want to.
All right.
That'd be a great game, though. Imagine janitors going around. You know, who's the best janitor?
Listen, we played a game on this
I'm not into
podcast
it.
about cleaning. So,
Yeah, we did do Power Wash Simulator. Yeah, exactly, Tom.
are you just talking
And-
about like games that are trying to make money that are free to play, but they're trying to make money from like sales of merchandise and stuff?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, games as a service is the idea of like recurring purchases from the player that are paying for the game service. Usually there's no upfront cost. It's like, come try our game, and we as developers provide such a quality experience, you're going to want to buy the battle pass or to do these microtransactions that are going to keep us afloat. You can even call like World of Warcraft as a game as a service, even though they have a subscription, but like they're continuously providing you a service, right? So, you know, a lot of games have moved towards that, and you see a lot of success with it, with Call of Duty games, with at least with Warzone, with Fortnite, even Fall Guys. These are all games that have seasonal content, as well as like a huge store of cosmetics that keep the microtransactions rolling in. And we at GGN have seen our fair share of these fail. We played Hyperscape, Spellbreak, and most recently Rumbleverse. Tonight, we've got another body to chuck on the pile. So we're going to be looking at, as you know, we're playing Knockout City this evening, a dodge brawler as the devs pitched it. But first, what it says on the Steam page, it says team up and duke it out with rival crews in Knockout City, where you settle the score with epic dodgeball battles. Brace yourself for outrageous fun and intense competition and an all-new take on team-based multiplayer game. So close. On all new take on team-based multiplayer games featuring frantic and fun. Rule the city through lightning-fast multiplayer matches featuring mind-blowing dodgeball mechanics. You can crew up by assembling an all-star dodgeball crew with your friends in multiplayer matches and seamless cross-play experience. You can take on Knockout City, battle it out with other crews across dynamic maps all over the city, and strikingly fresh yet familiar. It's easy to pick up and play thanks to familiar controls, but practice is key to becoming a champion. All right, so that's the pitch for this game. Right before we launch into this, who's heard of this game before? You knew it existed? Anyone?
I did know it existed.
Yeah, not played it though.
I have not played it. No.
Anyone?
Nope.
I had no idea about it until you said that.
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. I had played, I think, the beta of it, but I had never played it since then. Probably like too many people for the success of this game. But yeah. So, but how's the pitch sound? Some fast-paced dodgeball action. I know some of us have played a little bit of it so far.
I think the pitch sounds fun.
Yeah, I like dodgeball.
Yeah, who doesn't like some dodgeball, right? That sends you back. There's
Nerds.
a primal there's a primal joy in smacking people with dodgeballs. That thunk sound, right? That's
That's
what we
right.
want. Shoveling pizza in his face. That's what he's doing.
I'm eating pizza.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we can tell, Tom.
Okay.
could be anything. That could be anything.
Sounds homemade.
You can tell.
Ellie made
Sounds
it.
made from
Quality.
scratch.
Who is Ellie?
That's our number one fan. All right. Well, this
Okay. All right. Sorry.
it's not necessarily about pizza. It's mostly about Knockout City.
Listen, I think as our mascot is a raccoon. Would a raccoon turn down a meal?
That's fair. He would scavenge.
He would not. He would not.
All right. Any
Thank you so
particular
much, Ellie.
experience you guys are looking for out of this? What do you want? What do you want to see?
Want to knock
Gang-based
people off
dodgeball
these
battles.
buildings.
Okay, you want to knock people off the buildings. That's good.
Yeah.
Violent. All right.
Now, I'm curious if you. I mean, I don't know if I really play this game yet, but if you catch a ball, does it hurt them? Like in dodgeball?
Yeah, that is interesting. Dodgeball
Oh.
rules
You know?
would dictate that you catch a thrown ball
Yeah.
and they're out. It does not, but we'll get into the
Lame.
intricacies. I think you'll find it's pretty core to the gameplay that not happen because it would be over way too fast. But all right, we're gonna jump into this. All right, we'll watch your game
Flying
for a
cars.
second. All right, there's Bob Shummy and Peach Cassidy.
And I'm the only one that's played.
I mean,
All right, here we go.
so.
All right, so
okay.
we're looking at our first
So-
game over here. You've
It's
got
left trigger to catch, right?
We got the gang rolling around.
Oh.
They are grabbing balls on the ground and then trying to get in a good position to smack the enemy team. It's 3v3. Someone's falling down the
I
gap.
fell off. That's me.
Bob, you got to be careful of those corners because that is a whole KO. So the scoring system is team, it's 3v3, and the points are KOs. You have 2 hearts. You can get smacked twice with a ball before you are out, and that counts as a KO point for your team. And you'll find that a lot of it is falling down gaps. I don't know why Tom chose to do that. He just chose to keep jumping over the gap.
One of the things about the camera in this game is that like what's immediately behind you is very hard to see.
Okay. Yeah, what you'll find is that like, hey, there's an enemy in front of you, or to your left or to your right. Well, you don't have a ball, so you're either just trying to defend yourself, or you're in a little standoff 1v1 trying to catch it before they hit you. And sometimes you're just you and an enemy running around next to each other, and neither of you has a ball, so you can't hit each other. That's what life is like in Knockout City. All right, our score is 7v5. While they started off very strong, the blue team's coming back. Well, Peach Cassidy could use some help. Tom's knocked someone out. He went for the catch, maybe a hair too early. 9v7.
So we're holding on to lead?
One more point. Tom has turned into a ball, and Victor is ready to throw him. He's turned into a bomb.
Mess him up, Victor!
Throw it, Victor. That goes up in the air, and he can kind of aim himself.
Come on. Oh,
all right.
just
Yeah,
off.
you can turn into a ball, and your teammates can pick you up to throw you. Someone got that KO, and the gold
win?
team, the
We
Raccoon.
won?
We won.
I already forgot the name of our crew. What is it? Raccoon what? Raccoon Bandits?
Raccoon Rascals.
Raccoon Rascals. The Rascals have come away with their first round win, but it's best
How do we
of
see
three.
how many knockouts we
There
got?
is a stat screen. You can see it at least at the very end. Now, if you charge up a held player in your hand
there they
long
are.
enough, they turn into a bomb.
And then
Coming
if
for
you
me.
if you see them, just let me go, and I can be a bomb from the sky.
He's running away. He's running away.
Oh, yeah, I
just
got there by
out of
accident.
reach. Tom's being pursued by another player, but he doesn't have a ball. Looks like Tom's picked up the boomerang ball, which we'll get into the details about the different balls. All right, Tom looks like he picked up a multi-ball, I think. The multi-ball will split into a couple different balls, and then it will disappear after a while. And there's the classic red ball as well. Oh, Tom has thrown the ball, but it was telegraphed, and the enemy caught it.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, looks like I thought Victor caught
Got
that
it.
one. Maybe not. Oh, but Victor
I
got
thought
hit
I
on
could-
the side. There's a second shooter on your right.
Dang it, there
Yeah.
was. I went back into
nice
the
catch
left.
from nice catch from Tom on the run, looking for another ball. He's going to go through a tube to deposit himself on the other side of the map. Now, if you're hunting for a ball, yes, you can ball up and be a ball for your teammates, but also the balls that are available on the map do put out giant beacons above them. If you look for kind of a spotlight above them, you will see that. Not that far up necessarily, but you just went behind you, Tom. Behind you, Tom. There.
Keep falling off ledges.
6v5 now. You got a guy to your right as well, Tom. Oh, nice KO from Tom. Yeah, so you do have a normal jump, and you kind of have a double jump as well. It's a little kind
No,
of
I caught
pirouette in
that.
the sky that'll push you up a little bit further.
Freaking A.
You also have a bash, which is never bad to use. Your charge will slam into an opponent. It will deflect a ball while you're charging, and it will knock the ball out of their hands. That was a perfectly timed ball on Tom as he was clearing a gap, and he wasn't able to recover.
No, they got the lead.
Oh,
No.
7v8. The gold team can still come back from it, though.
No.
Now, sticking together. Nothing wrong with that, fellas. Oh, Tom's got the higher ground on someone. Oh, he didn't see it coming. Did he just use the cage ball? I think he might have.
Yeah.
So Tom hit someone with a cage ball. What that'll do is it puts them in a cage. You can then pick them up and, the best thing to do is chuck them over the edge while they are locked up so that they will fall to their death.
I got it.
Match one. That's the first win for the Raccoon Rascals. Frank, how'd it go over there all on your lonesome? Did you play a game? Still playing a game?
I lost the first one, and we're losing again right now, but not as bad. I feel like we're working better as a team now.
Nice.
I really like tackling people. That's fun.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Wait, how do you tackle?
Yeah, and you kind of you can stun each other if you both do it at the same time, or you will knock the ball out of their hand and it will go popping up in the sky, giving you an opportunity to catch it. So let's cycle out the most powerful personnel, Bob. Bob killing
Bob.
it. Good grief. 12 KOs from Bob. Button
You see what you
and
get
match
when you
stats.
mess with the warrior.
So when Frank finishes up, we'll cycle in Frank because we wouldn't want this team to be overpowered. You got a KDR as well. So to be clear, we are killing people. I guess it could be knockout.
I like killing.
No, knockout. What would the D be?
Yeah, it's death. There's no way around it. Yeah, we are killing people in Knockout City. The whole game is called Knockout City, but it is, we're killing people. All right. So this is your hideout. Your hideout is just kind of a rooftop where your crew, your group can hang out. You can just mess around here by throwing some balls around, or basically everything you can get to in your menu, you can find it like a location to do it here, or you could just hit start and say play a game. Energy drinks are kind of like an EXP boost system that they have.
You're an EXP boost system they have.
How fucking dare you? All right, go ahead and start a game. Yeah, there is a 4v4 mode, but everyone would need to play 12 games to be able to unlock it, and I don't see that happening. All right, I'm going to let you guys play for a second and read through these notes. Let me turn the volume down a hair. This game is developed by Velan Studios. Velan, not villain. Before we get to who Velan is, let me go back in time a little bit. The Bala brothers. This game has to do with dodgeballs. I'm going to call them the Bala brothers. Bala brothers founded Vicarious Visions back in 1991. They had several partnerships, acquisitions, ended up working closely with Blizzard. Notably, though, they had worked on the PC game Terminus, which was an award-winning space flight RPG back in 2000, so a pretty old company. Did lots of Game Boy Advanced ports of popular games. They did Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy, Doom 3, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. They were behind, I think, almost all of the Skylander games. And most recently, that company developed Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2, that remaster. That was them. And Diablo 2 Resurrected, which was the remaster of Diablo 2. They were the main co-developing company along with Blizzard on that. So that's Vicarious Visions' impressive resume. But their founders actually left that company in 2016 to found Velan Studios. So their goal with Velan was to develop breakthrough experimental games. They raised a bunch of money and went to Nintendo and pitched Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. That's the one you might have seen at a store before that has a little remote control Mario Kart with a camera on it. Occasionally, like I'll pop across a video of someone with this game and be like, that's really cool, you should get that. But it always is like, it's a little too expensive. Their concept is it's for the Switch. You've got a remote control Mario Kart, and like you use your house or any area as the map. And it uses the camera built into the Mario Kart, and you just like race around this little course that you've created at your house. Yeah, that's how you race the Mario Kart in the game. It seems like a really cool idea. Nintendo loved it. They were on board with it, developed the software for it and everything. The game got like 75s in reviews, though. I keep seeing it at stores and thinking like, if it was a little cheaper, maybe.
Yeah, the problem is it doesn't have the best range.
Oh, is that what it is?
You want to do like a really big track, like a track that'd be fun to drive. You know what I mean?
Oh, it has to be really
small. You have to make it kind of small, and if you do a bunch of them together, it's a huge. If you're doing just one, it's okay. But you'd like ideally it's Mario Kart. You want
to at least play with one other person. Yeah,
it's just not.
So I think it's always been $100. And to be fair, it's like, that's a remote control Mario Kart, licensed Mario Kart with a camera on it. They did just have a price drop down to $60, so that's a little more reasonable. Might be something worth trying out. Nice. Raccoon Rascals have won the first round against Megan Vegan Whiskey.
What's a good
Wave.
raccoon sound?
Ka-chittering
is
sound?
it just like?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so that's the main game that they did, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. That's what Velan might be known for. Then in 2019, EA announced they had partnered with Velan to release a team-based action game, which could mean anything, but it ended up being this dodge brawler called Knockout City. Their deal with EA was that EA would finance the development, Velan would have full creative control over the project, and EA would get most of the money until the development cost was recouped, and then it would continue to get a slice of the pie afterwards. So according to the interviews about this game, it was about 4 years in development. They picked dodgeball because, as they said, it's an intuitive sport, meaning we all get how dodgeball works. And their goal was to create a game accessible for newcomers, but also be complex enough for competitive play. We'll let this game finish out here. Oh, nice. Whipped it there from Tom. Oh, Tom chucked it right at that pillar, completely missing.
Okay.
Oh man, that guy had two balls coming at him at once. I can't imagine. And
why did that sound so weird?
I didn't make
you
it sound
said that
weird.
in a bad way.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's also a fake button. While you have a ball, you can press a button to fake the throw. I don't know what that is on controller. Good luck. But it will do the fake motion to try and get them to do the grab so that you can get them while their guard is down and smack them in the face.
Oh, come on.
Tom is being chased down by Wavy Wave. Oh, here comes the ball. Nice catch. Now, Tom. Ouch. Tom was hit by the second shooter. When you do a perfect catch, the ball is instantly charged all the way. Same thing with a pass. Haven't seen you guys do any passing.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is
You can
pass?
F on control.
with
F on
left bumper on
keyboard,
controller.
left bumper on controller. And when you do a pass, I believe the ball is instantly charged as well. Oh, nice catch. Oh, Tom got snuck up on.
Oh, I didn't even see that guy. We've seen one more hit, people.
9v7 now.
Yeah, go for him like you're going for some trash.
9v8 now. Stick together, gang. Stick together. Don't do it, Tom. Tom's just racing out there from behind you, Tom. Oh, my goodness. He's behind you, Tom.
Come on, guys.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Oh, good.
Enough. Well, the guy had 3 coming at him at once. That did it. 10v8. Team gets away with another win. Ooh. Raccoon Rascals are making a name for themselves in Knockout City. This being a dodgeball game, I've got some dodgeball trivia here for us. So, according to the International Dodgeball Association, how many dodgeballs are placed on the center line at the beginning of play? Shout them out.
6.
10 points for everyone except Tom. I'd love to see that. All right, 22 points on the board for Bob so far, but we're going to add up the KOs here.
I did. I want to let you guys know I was VIP again.
Nice.
And I got 10 KOs.
Another 10 for, wow, another 10 for Bob. That's 32 points on the board for Bob. But Tom does get 10 KOs in this match. Frank gets 11. Very nice. And Victor coming away with 9.
We did great. We did great.
That was good all around. 0 passes from the team. All right. Well, since I talked about the Velen Studios is known for Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, I was looking around for what could I do for a 3D print prize for this game. What I found here was on the top page of Thingiverse, where I get all my 3D prints from. If you see this thing right here, this is a turtle shell container, and it is a very good looking turtle shell from Mario Kart, or from Mario franchise, I suppose, but it opens up. It's actually it's a card holder inside. That's fine. It's a card holder inside. Yeah.
What?
So yeah, that's the prize this evening. So just, there's a lot on the line.
It's a pretty good prize.
Yeah, it's a pretty good prize. You guys are going to want to answer these questions properly. All right. I'm just saying.
For the record,
Take it home.
A lot lies on your dodgeball skills though.
Actually ended up being perfect because it was a diamond, but it's a symbol for like no. Like the circle with a cross through it.
Oh, yeah. I see. On the outside, you've got like no diamonds. Yeah.
No diamonds.
Just trash.
Yeah, that's right.
Process.
Threw a dodgeball, now he's dead.
There's the enemy. There they are. Oh, nice KO from Tom there. Putting some points on the board. All right, so now while you guys are focused on dodgeball, according to the International Dodgeball Association rules, the whistle is blown at the beginning of play. You run up and grab a ball. What do you have to do next with the ball?
Go
Throw
to the
it?
back
Throw
line.
it.
Okay, Frank says go to the back
right.
line.
Yeah.
Victor says throw it.
You have to. I think you have to throw it.
All right. I appreciate you not
You
piling
have to
on to
throw it,
Frank's,
yeah.
even though Frank was like, that sounds like a really smart thing to do.
No,
Yes,
Frank's
Frank
answer
is
was
correct.
brilliant.
Yeah,
and
no, I appreciate you not doubling down on it. Yeah.
We all do.
I did the moral thing.
Yeah, as soon as you heard it, you're like, oh, damn, that's right. Yeah, no, it is correct. You have to touch the back wall with the ball before it is considered live. So some points on the board for Frank there. 31 points on the board for Frank there. I put that up there because I was impressed by the answer. They're gonna vary by what I feel like you deserve when you get them and who answers them.
Wait, did I get any points for morality?
Yeah, no, you're right. Morality is
But you
worth
got to
something.
take him away because he
It's-
pointed it out.
he's not humble. You're right. So
Yeah,
half a point. There you go. Half a point. Okay.
Yay!
Half a point for Tom.
But take one away
maybe
from
half
me
a
for being
point.
a snitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say for being a snitch, maybe half a point from Victor there. All right.
Because I did something right, but I was also
All right,
wrong.
Yeah,
one more, people. One more.
Take it away.
Oh, we got one more.
no.
Oh my
Round
goodness. First round won by the Raccoon Rascals against Team
We're
Blue.
undefeated.
Everyone's afraid of Team Blue, which is Disgruntled Ant, Magus, and Mad Mud. Now, you get into a little bit of a pattern of recognizing names that are probably bots. Disgruntled Ant, I'm pretty confident, is not a real person. The other ones are on the fence, though. We'll see. Of course, we're talking about dodgeball, so I'd be remiss not to mention the movie. According to Patches O'Houlihan, portrayed by Frank Azaria,
Oh,
what are the 5 Ds
Dodge,
of
duck,
dodgeball?
dip, and dodge.
Okay,
Dodge,
Victor
dip,
hit it.
dive, and dodge.
Yeah, I think Victor hit it first. Yeah, I heard Victor first, even though I didn't ask the question. It's fine. It's fine. I'll give him some points.
We all do.
Yeah, we knew
right?
where it was going. Yeah. For bonus points, he says to the young child in that kind of PSA kind of video that he was making, he says, remember, dodgeball is a game of violence, blank, and degradation. What was the other thing he said to that child about dodgeball? It's a game of violence, blank, and degradation.
Shame?
No. Remember, Billy, dodgeball is a game of violence, blank, and degradation.
Teamwork.
Nope, it has to do with picking your teammates. Because you want to make sure you pick the biggest and strongest guys. So it's a game of violence.
Natural selection.
Close. Exclusion and degradation. That's a tough one. In official dodgeball rules, if you attempt a catch and trap the ball between a surface and yourself, is it considered a catch?
Yes.
No.
Frank and Bob.
Oh, you passed the ball by hitting the
Yeah.
middle mouse button.
That is not even close, Frank. I'm sorry. Bob, what do you think?
I'm gonna say no. You need to get
No.
2 hands.
Okay. 5 points all around for that. Yes, it is not a catch if you were to catch the ball against the wall or against the floor. Unfortunately, does not count as a clean catch. Match 1,
right.
10v5.
Like the winning shot.
Oh, nice. That is another win on the board for the
All right, I just want you to know I was MVP
Oh
again
my
this
God.
one, and I got 12.
12 KOs on the board.
I'm on a roll right
Wow.
now.
49 points on the board
You
for
are on
Bob.
dodgeball.
He is absolutely winning. All right, Victor is right behind Bob. In the official dodgeball rules, a ball smacks you and pops up in the air. Are you out?
No.
Yes.
You can catch it.
No.
You can catch it.
You can catch it.
Okay, so Bob
I
and
say yes, you're
Victor
out.
say no, and someone added not if you catch it. That is correct. I think Victor said that.
Yeah.
What if, same situation, someone hits you with a ball, it pops up in the air.
Yeah, we got
Here we
him.
go.
The ball pops up in the air and a teammate catches it. Are you out?
No.
No, you're
Victor
not
says
out.
no. Frank or Bob?
Sure.
I'm gonna say no as well.
Frank
Xavier?
is the only correct one. No, if you get hit by a ball that pops up in the air and a teammate catches it, that doesn't save you. Yeah, they can have
doesn't.
that ball. It's considered a dead ball after it hits you. But yeah, yeah. In the movie Dodgeball, Peter, played by Vince Vaughn, who absolutely transforms the character, brings the character Peter to life. He's totally not just Vince Vaughn. But Vince Vaughn in that movie, he has a crisis of faith at the last tournament. What celebrity cameo does he speak to that encourages him to
Chuck Norris.
get back to
Lance
his
Armstrong.
team and get
Lance
the win?
Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong.
All right,
Lance,
Victor will get
I'm telling
more
you.
points. Yeah, it's Lance Armstrong. And that scene, like now in 2023, it's good. Lance Armstrong saying that, I've thought about giving up before too. When I was diagnosed with brain, lung, and testicular cancer all at once. And but I'm sure you have a good reason too. And then he went and shot some human growth hormone off on the set.
Well.
But yeah, it's whatever. He still had all those cancers at once. By the way, I wanted to say, Tom, that was a beautiful hit. Teammate
Yes.
was
You saw
jumping
that?
across the ravine and
Teamwork.
he smacked him midair. Great catch by Bob. I just saw there too.
I was so proud of that.
Took the bullet there.
Yes.
There
All right,
we go.
I didn't
I've
adjust
gotten
the
a lot of
scores
those.
there. Victor got the point, and Bob also said it correct, right?
No, I got it
Wait,
wrong.
I got it
had to
right?
let you finish, and I said Chuck Norris right
Oh,
away,
you said
so I
you said
was
Lance
wrong.
Armstrong. Sorry.
I got it right.
Sorry. It just felt like Bob said it right. That's what it was.
This
He
is
was very confident.
this is discrimination.
All right, back to real dodgeball. Do headshots count according to international dodgeball?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they should, but I'll say no to go against the grain.
Okay. Everyone except Victor is correct then. They do count, but
Yeah.
it's discouraged. Yeah. Say highly discouraged, but of course, it's part of the body. How does the plot at the end of Dodgeball resolve? Like, why is Ben Stiller fat on the couch? Does anyone remember? Aside from that they lost.
He lost his business
why?
because of stocks.
Oh, because
Tails
it did,
all the time.
because
Like,
Yeah,
why does
any
he
more
regain
details?
the
Can
weight?
anyone
He-
give more details? That's good, Frank.
Vince
That's really good.
Vaughn uses the all of the money to buy as much stock as possible in his gym,
Yeah.
and bets on him. I don't know. He basically becomes the
In
owner
the casino.
of his gym.
The majority owner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the plot is that Ben Stiller offers to buy the gym because he was in a dire time and Vince Vaughn, who again transforms the character of Peter, he accepts the money to sell the gym, which was the whole point of the movie. They were trying to earn money to not default on the loan. But yes, then Vince Vaughn, after talking to Lance Armstrong, turns around and puts a 50-1 bet on his team that they'll win the tournament. Then he uses that money, which I guess was just like all done. It was all done in like one moment. The second that they owned
he like
that,
wins, and then
I've
he
already
says,
bought the stock in your company.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, essentially he had enough money
This is
that he
before
could.
Robin Hood, okay? You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
He bought enough stock in Globo Gym to oust him as the CEO. So, one final piece of trivia in the movie: who made a cameo appearance as the coach of the German dodgeball team?
Oh, David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, even though you mangled it, that's fine. Yeah, David Hasselhoff makes a cameo as himself as the coach of the German dodgeball team. Bob, MVP. What are we looking at? Those on those KOs.
Bob is
This team
amazing at this
cannot
game.
be stopped. No losses for
Did we win?
Raccoon Rascals yet. All right, 13 for
Look at
Bob.
Bob.
What a king.
Bob's a champ.
But not shabby 11 from Victor. Oh my goodness. And 8 for Tom,
Yeah.
a respectable 8. All right. So the scoreboard as it sits right now is actually Victor on top with 74.5. Bob with 69 and Frank with 58. I think Victor got a couple trivia points in there more than most people. So the mechanics of this game, it's dodgeball kind of, right? You run around, you grab a ball, you can bop members of the other team with it. You can charge up the ball to throw it faster or gently lob it at them. And there are quite a few different types of balls that will be announced before the game starts. Bomb ball, boomerang ball, cage ball, moon ball, multi-ball, and a sniper ball, which looks like a football with a laser scope on it. Oh, and a snowball and a soda ball. Soda ball is like a smoke grenade. Yeah, it's funny. They said they picked dodgeball because it's intuitive. But after reading the rules of real dodgeball and playing this game, I think it's not very much like dodgeball at all. It's just the throwing balls at people. That's it's the same. You know, it's funny. A lot of the reviewers, you're playing this soccer game here. A lot of the reviewers compared what they were trying to do, at least, to Rocket League. Like very simple on face value, but it's a game that has a lot of depth.
Okay, I
if
got
you want to learn
15
it.
KOs the last match.
15, my goodness. I think when you're on your own, you
Jeez,
can really,
Frank.
they give you some room to breathe to get more KOs. How's it feel? Just as a dodgeball game, yeah.
Honestly, it's not. I don't think it's bad at all.
I think it's pretty good.
It's a little crazy.
Yeah.
For me.
Is it like trying to figure out what's going
little hard,
on? Is it
It's just like it's not as I don't know what it's accurate as I want it to be or something.
Okay.
Maybe it's because I'm on Xbox, but it's like kind of hard to control where I'm
Gotcha.
going.
It almost reminds me of Rumbleverse a little bit. With the feel.
Yeah.
sure?
I would agree
Kind of
with that.
very cartoony, getting up in each other's faces and the melee combat, right?
It's possible I'm just not good at it.
Hey, that's always a
You've been
possibility,
doing,
huh?
Factor,
Victor.
yeah.
Don't you stop that right now. You've been doing great.
What was the name of the gym/dodgeball team that they all participated on?
Average Joe.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That.
All right, I'm going to have to dig deep for Victor not to know these. Victor's asking for more questions. Obviously, he knows them. Does anyone remember the name of the team? Globo Gym's team. They're purple.
The Cobras. The purple
This
Cobras.
is both of us.
Yeah, it was the purple Cobras. That was
Wait, what
unexpected.
about me? I said it first.
I don't believe you.
What have I done?
Oh, they're coming for me.
What have I done?
Oh no.
While we all remember Chuck Norris being on the judges' score table, what did he actually decide? His famous thumbs up. What was that for?
Oh, that's a good question.
His famous thumbs up.
What was he giving a thumbs up for?
Wasn't it on?
If,
they were late because of a
if it
cost.
counted.
They were going to get disqualified for something.
That sounds
and I
right.
think it had to do with their costumes, and it was like they were late to get on the field, or like someone was.
Oh,
or,
that's close enough. I'll take it.
They
No,
didn't
it's close
have
enough.
enough
I'll
players.
take it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're going to
that's-
give it to me?
Yeah, that's what it was. They were according to the
sounds
rules,
good.
were going to forfeit because they didn't have enough players. But then they all arrived with Peter's arrival, and Chuck Norris. The camera pans over, and he allows it. All right, we're at 5-3 here. Let's get on our. This isn't the right announcer.
Announcer voice, we just need a little echo in the background. Tom narrowly avoids a train going over a holographic rail system. Looks like Victor is trying to throw a ball at Tom. I'm not sure why.
Passing,
Tom got hit oh, he was passing. Okay, that's why it bounced off him.
Yeah.
That's fair, that's fair. Tom is respawning. The score is now 7-5. We don't have round in the bag yet. It's best of 3 this evening.
Oh, what? Thought I blocked it.
Someone got
Nice,
clobbered.
Froggy.
Ah,
Tom got bopped in the face. Oh, nice hit from. Oh, look out, Tom. Oh,
I did
went for
too
the grab
early.
A little early, and they got hit by a train. His corpse falling down the city skyline. His parents will miss him, but has respawned. Tom is looking for a ball again, looking to get into the fight. Hang gliding through the center
Here,
of the
Tom.
map. Oh, he's found a
Here,
ball.
I'll pass it. Oh, no,
Ryan
No.
Night Frog with the curve throw.
Frick.
Oh, Tom with a beautiful throw right as his opponent releases their throw. Unable to defend himself. We got Knife Froggy, Brad the Rat, and I Love Frogs 4 on the enemy team. I'm going to say Brad
Seeing
the
a
Rat,
theme.
not a real person.
that Froggy theme though, that seems fair, right?
Yeah, that does.
All right, let's go, Victor.
Me and you, Tom. Here we go.
Victor
Use
is
me.
a ball. Oh, Tom has thrown him up in the air. Will Victor find the gap? Sees the gap. He has
so
not.
close.
I'm sorry, I said Victor. Will Victor sees the gap. That was Tom's fault. All right, Tom is going around to the back line. Looks like the fronts have dissolved by this point. 2v2 situation here. Victor in the back. Tom is looking for, what is that? That is a bomb Tom is running from. All right, Tom is moving for the special. What do we got here? It's a cage. No, it's a moonstone. Moon ball.
Oh, Frank. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Tom has crushed that person's skull with the moon ball. Lining up the second shot, but Brad the Rad catches it. Oh, Tom gets hit from the left from another shooter. Oh gosh, the curveball has hit Tom again. And we're looking at a 5v3 situation. Tom's being aimed at. Oh,
No.
Checked his side, but didn't see the ball in time. All right, the gang is all broken up. Let's see, okay, Tom is now following Frank,
Gotcha.
headed towards Victor. All right, we got one player here. There's a ball up in the air right now.
I got you,
We got
baby.
multiple balls bouncing around. There's lots of charges and bopping going on.
Gotcha.
All right. Tom has been turned into a ball again. Frank is holding him, swaddling him like a small infant.
Oh,
He's turned into a ball and he's up in the air. He's looking for the gap. Oh my goodness. Is he? Oh, just out of range. But he's being aimed at now and he's been hit. That's one of his hearts knocked off. He's being back aimed at again.
no.
Oh, he didn't go for the throw. He's being aimed at again. He's being teased.
My tie doing too early.
No. Tom's back in the game. It's 9v5, despite I feel like Tom's getting pummeled a little bit, but hey, they came
There it
away with
is.
the win. Tom's got a couple, the enemy cartwheeling through the air.
I'm gonna send you a picture because I'm not sure if you believe this. So we lost,
Okay.
but I got 21 KOs.
Oh
What?
my God.
Yes, Bob.
I got 14, boy.
Victor, wow. Victor with 91 points on the board. Bob with 90. Frank with 89. And
Jeez.
Tom with 68 and a half.
They can keep going. I'll keep doing side matches.
Bob's happy with this arrangement.
I'm not because I lost. I had to fight
Pulling
for
in
that
all the
one.
KOs
But man,
himself.
Bob's getting more points by himself than he is with us.
Yeah.
I'm out here carrying teams.
Here.
All right. So we've got the sniper ball in this match. It looks like a football. It's not. It's not a football. All right, guys. It's a sniper ball. But it
Blow a
will.
hole
For legal
through your
reasons.
head.
So how this game was kind of run, we talked about it launched on May 21st, 2021. And just for some perspective, I mentioned we've done Spellbreak, we've done Hyperscape, Rumbleverse. Games like this, games as a service, content is important for them. Fortnite, I looked up, has 30 seasons, which is pretty wild. 30 seasons of content for Fortnite, and some of them bigger than others, obviously. Hyperscape, which we did, only had 3 seasons. Rumbleverse
Surrounded me.
only had 2 seasons. Knockout City got to season 7, so not bad at all. 7 seasons this game had of content. Of course, like I said, they're all, not all seasons are equal with how much content they bring, but I was looking at their calendar. They almost run it like a rec league kind of calendar. Every day it's a different group of modes that are cycling through. So right now you saw a 4v4 mode, the 3v3 is always there, and then there's another mode in there as well.
Nice. Tom.
That was good. That was good, Victor.
That was very good.
Good.
Well
very
done,
good.
Victor.
Good teamwork. So yeah, on any given night, you'll see a different group of game modes available. It's like, yeah, Tuesday night, it's free for all night. I think it helps foster community, but also kind of limits its choices. You can always do the private matches of whatever game you want with friends. So some similar games. I was looking through other dodgeball games. I did find a couple dodgeball games that exist. There's a VR dodgeball game called Dodgeball Simulator VR. I feel like I would smack a child or a wall around me while I was playing a dodgeball VR game. There's also a dodgeball mini game in Mario Sports Mix, which was a Wii game. There's a Kinect mini game as well that did dodgeball. There's a game called Dodgeball Academia on Switch and PlayStation. It's a RPG about school life where dodgeball is life. Probably a dating sim combined with dodgeball, I hope, at least. And then there was a dodgeball game called Super Dodgeball back on the NES and a few of its variations. But yeah, those are the only dodgeball-centric games. It's pretty limited. Nice catch. Tom caught the sniper.
Look at
Man,
that.
thing is a bullet. Man, yeah, there was no time for him to catch that. I'm going to chalk that one up to luck. Good grief.
Oh, come on. You're so mean.
It was a great catch, Tom. Wow, I feel like you completely telegraphed that one, but sometimes it works.
Come on. What is with this guy?
No, I'm saying it. He was staring right at you. You charged the ball up all the way, and you threw it at him, and
So
he
he's
had like
really
3
bad,
seconds to
and you
catch
got
it.
lucky.
Tom
Ow.
ramming into Frank. I don't know what Frank did to deserve that. Oh, Tom. Oh, my goodness.
I murdered.
Tom bashes them into the gap where they'll fall to their death. Nice work.
I'm sorry. There's nothing better than being thrown.
Oh,
No!
unless you get caught and your teammate catches you back. Unbelievable.
Tom has become the ball. He's launched across the map and hits the ceiling. Tom is a ball again. He's in Victor's hands. He is at his whims. Tom is looking for the gap inside. He finds
Oh,
it. Did he hit him? I don't think
Did you
he
get
did.
him?
I don't think.
it was very close,
No, I
though.
think he would have lost the ball that he was carrying if he did. Tom's looking for another ball. All right, he has one in hand. He's 2 players. Oh, he's caught it. What a great catch. Nice timing, Tom. Tom waits for him to pick up one of the balls. Oh, Tom gets a nice hit off the back of Silly Goose, who isn't looking. Oh, it finishes it up with the second hit.
I'm gonna distract him, Frank.
At a 5
Get
to
him.
3. Tom
Yes.
around the corner with an
Nice.
assist. Oh, too many balls coming to Fire Blue Flame at once. Oh, he can't. Oh, he's been caught. Then Tom.
Oh, no.
Hit his teammate while he was involved.
No, Tom.
Good. He became the thing he was fighting against. Tom is smashed from an overarching lob. It looks like we're down to 7-6.
There we go. Tom is now armed, ready to get into the fight. Dropping down on Silly Goose.
Frank,
Silly Goose
no.
didn't see it coming. Silly Goose dropped the ball, being aimed at, and Tom is hit once. Tom's being aimed at again. Oh,
No.
it was too fast. Just too fast as his body plummets down.
Come on, guys, one more.
Stories.
crap, oh, crap,
It is
oh,
9
crap.
to 8. Will
One
the
more, one
Raccoon
more.
Rascals be able to pull it through?
No. No.
Team is all together.
Got
here.
it.
Watch your back from blue. Oh,
Ha-ha.
Victor has it. Very nice. That's the
Yeah.
second out of 3. Another win. Wow, he has a ball for a head. That is embarrassing. You do get to pick your defeat emotes as well.
I picked the sassy hip emo.
That's actually just the MVP emote. There's an emote for getting MVP, for winning, for losing. Puts our current scores at 101 for Bob, 99 for Frank, 98 for Victor, and 82 for Tom. That's a good match for Tom. Big come ups there.
Yeah, that was big.
All right, go ahead and start
Sorry,
up
they
your
don't
next.
make a. Sorry, your coach got crushed by 2 tons of irony Hallmark card.
I forgot about that line. That was a good one. Talk about the launch a little bit. It was announced February 2021, and 2 months later, there was a short beta. Like I said, I think I tried that out for an afternoon.
Beta.
Launch schedule was May 21st, 2021. It was not free on launch. It was $20, though it was free with EA Play or Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. Then, still before launch, they said that the first 10 days of the game were going to be free, though. It had 2 million players in the first week. Then EA says, before the 10 days are up, that, the free trial, that's going to stay free for your first 25 levels. So it kind of kept changing what the pricing model of it was going to be. With the launch of Season 6, so a year after the game launches, Velen announces that they are now self-publishing the game. They are not with EA anymore, and they changed their model to full free-to-play. And any money spent on the game for paying access to the game was going to be awarded with in-game currency, which that is called Hollow Bucks. That's what you spend all of your... I think that's all you can do, right?
How am I not near 12 games yet?
It takes so long to get there. I played way more sessions of this game than I thought to unlock all the options. Yeah, crews is a feature of this game, not like Penelope, but like the plural of crew. That's their system of clans. You can form a crew with up to 32 of your friends. Pretty small considering most like online clans for games, but it makes it easier to go into matches together. And also there's special unlocks. You can style some things that you wouldn't be able to style otherwise, and also global rankings for the crew. So we can go in and see like how the Raccoon Rascals are stacking up against other crews around the world. Fun system to participate in and feel like you're contributing to your own little cause, even if you're not playing with your teammates at the time. Also, at any given time when you log in to play, there are 3 casual modes, I think they call them street modes, available, depending on the events of the season. Right now, the final season is a pirate theme, so you might see some pirate theme game modes in there, like collecting diamonds when you knock people out. It's kind of like in Smash Brothers, the mode where you collect the coins instead of just relying on the knockouts. It's like that. And there's some other modes that they'll cycle through as well. They're not going to be all available at the same time, but like there could be a 2v2v2 mode, so 3 teams, each with 2 players. That one's available right now when we're playing. And there's also a 4v4, so bigger teams, and there's an 8-person free-for-all that'll be available sometimes. And casual plays unlocks you league play, and the standard there for like the official ranked games is 3v3, and also a 1v1 mode. That's apparently a big thing they push in this, is 1v1, which I haven't tried and sounds intimidating, at least to me. And of course, there's a big cosmetic shop where you can spend the in-game currency. You can buy that currency with real money bucks or earn it through their battle pass system. How is the score looking? Oh my goodness, 1v3.
We're not doing good.
With just 2 Raccoon Rascals, things are looking tough. I definitely suggest sticking together. I Eat Mud probably is a bot. That is not helping that much. Ooh, so this game is, at the time of playing this, available for free. Like I said, it didn't launch for free, which you may expect of a Battle Pass kind of live service game. It was $20 on launch, which isn't unreasonable. If you remember, Fall Guys also did that exact same thing. It only recently became free to play. It was also, I think it was $15 or $20 when it first came out. In an interview where the developers were just talking about the gameplay, the founders talked about their commitment to rapid gameplay mechanics, and we've seen some of it. We're watching it right now. When you get in another player's face and chuck a ball at them, and they can catch that ball, which allows them to rapidly throw it back, and then you can catch it and throw it back. They have a system that apparently it'll just keep getting faster. Like you can charge it faster and throw it faster. It can be pretty frantic gameplay, and in my experience, the latency of like the feel of this game, like you throw a ball and like they created their own system to do this. Actually, they say it's their own engine. I'm not sure how much of it, like if it's part of a graphics engine they're using from somewhere else. I would have said this is the same engine that Rumbleverse is built on, the Epic engine, but I suppose not. Or the Unreal Engine, but it apparently this is their own. Maybe it's using parts of Unreal Engine, but this is their own system called Viper engine, and they came up with their own kind of scripting around latency issues to combat lag, because obviously it's very important when you have a sniper bullet flying at you. You want to make sure that it's their first loss, 6-10. Wow, wowee,
Did really bad.
Oh, I guess we didn't end up having anyone playing on the Epic Game Launcher, but it's on Steam. Epic.
There
oh
it
my
is.
God,
Nice.
the double KO with the team bomb. Victor's playing on Xbox, so yeah, it's very cross-compatible, supported across all platforms. If you look down at your teammate there, I Eat Mud, I think it's very clear that person's a bot.
Yeah.
Down to your left, Tom, he is running into a wall trying to climb it. All right, how are we looking on this game? It's 5-2.
The team is coming back in a big way. Everyone is in the center, in the brawl. Tom was facing off against someone who just got hit in the back. A giant soda bomb goes off, obscuring their vision. Looks like we got another KO for the blue team. It's our team. Now a 6v2. They are putting it together here. Bomb coming down. The bomb takes out 2 people, it looks like. It's now 6v4. And the 3 people are teaming up on the bot that is on Victor and Tom's team. Tom, everyone wants to be a ball. Okay.
I've never been a ball. I don't know what to do.
Oh, Tom's getting aimed at.
It's wrong.
Went for the
Oh my
throw.
gosh. All right, you should be the ball then, Tom.
All right, Tom rams into him.
They're coming
the
after
ball
me.
From his hand. Tom, the bomb is coming for Tom. It is all squared up at 6v6. the ground. Tom dodges the. Oh, Tom's being aimed at. Tom
No.
gets hit. It is 8 to 9. We're gonna have something miraculous happen for the Raccoon Rascals to get away with this one.
No, he caught it.
Oh Lord, look out, Tom! Oh, Tom with the defense. I feel like that landed squarely on Tom's shoulders.
No. It's a stupid bot.
Yeah.
Man, I did horrible that round. I did terrible.
Having
Yeah, I did-
someone
I
named
did not do
Eat
well.
Mud does not help. Bob with 117, Frank with 112, Victor with 104, and 91.5 for Tom. We're going to move into the review section here. First, let's address the elephant in the room, the reason we're here tonight. In February of 2023, it was announced the game will shut down in June of 2023. Still a couple months left, June of 2023. So a little more than 2 years after its launch, it will be shut down. They acknowledge that it's always been a struggle to grow and retain a healthy player base for an online game that they're putting this much effort into. They thank their devoted fans and hope this isn't the end of Knockout City, but are excited to dedicate their team, their development company, to new ventures. They, like Spellbreak, did announce that you will be able to continue to host and play this game offline, which in my opinion is great news. They went through the trouble of developing this whole game. It's weird when a game just ceases to be. You can never play it again. So there will be a way to play this game offline with your friends, or at least privately hosted with your friends. So while no more updates are coming for this, the game will still be accessible if you get enough friends together. And I have found a Discord server with the competitive Knockout City players. So, I'm sure they'll still play it. Before they close down, though, they are doing an event, Sunset Showdown. They have qualifiers on one day for North America on May 14th. And you get in-game rewards for qualifying, which is interesting because it's like, yeah, I'm going to get 5,000 hollow bucks for a system that's shutting down in a month. But also, you're qualifying to play in the final league brackets, which they have dedicated over $25,000 of real cash in their prize pool. First place will get $6,000, the first place team. And they have a full-sized dodgeball trophy that they'll give out with custom engraving, too. They're going for it for a game that's shutting down. They're pouring a lot of their team's time and assets into this big last hurrah. And I was doing some snooping, and there are 300 people in their Discord. Surely they won't all be competing. And I'm just saying, GGN wants to put a little scrappy team together.
Oh,
even the 24th spot, the 24th spot is the last one that's awarded any cash. It's still 75. Hey, $75 will spend, So,
wait, how big can the teams be?
They're 3-person teams. Yeah. And at the time of this recording right now, there's only 17 people registered for it. So
we should do it.
We should put a
do
little
it.
dodgeball team together. Be a fun thing.
Why wouldn't we?
Yeah. This will be the last one then. So our score is currently sitting at Bob with 117, Frank with 112, Victor with 104, and Tom with 91.5.
We can't lose. So Raccoon Rascals can't have our last game be a loss.
Yeah. No, that wouldn't make any sense. You guys are bullying here. Oh, nice catch, Tom. Oh my goodness, a bomb went off. Nice catch again, Tom. This guy has a couple options. He's just running around grabbing more and more. So you'll notice that when the bomb went off. You'll notice that Tom got bullied on. That's 9v6 for the team here. You'll notice that if someone's locked onto you charging, you will get a red warning around your screen, which is helpful because it's tricky enough playing this game. Won the first game, but you can use that to your advantage. If you aim at someone, get your ball all charged up, and then the last second you swap to another target, they won't get the full warning of you charging, and you can just launch that thing at them. So it's a great strategy to change your targets when you've got a couple people in front of you. It is a brawl, 6-2. The team is winning, but it is a slugfest out here. Tom narrowly avoids ball. It does like a little pirouette in the air. I believe you have to be doing that while you throw to curve it.
What?
From out of nowhere, Tom is just beamed in the face. Lucky Croissant is on his case.
What in the world?
I don't know how he curved it like that. He curved it over the top of the roof. It is 9-8, and they've turned it up a notch. They've hit the toggle to be a good team all of a sudden. 9-9. They just need one more. Tom's being aimed at from
Gotcha.
There we go.
Wowee.
Gotcha.
So let's talk about critic reviews for this game. The Metacritic score, which is an aggregate of critic reviews, scoring from 0 to 100 for PC, which is the only thing that tracked a review on Metacritic. What do you guys think this game got? Frank, what do you think?
I think this did all right. I'm going to say 74.
Tom, what do you think?
I'm going to say 82.
Well, that was what I was going to say, so I'll change it up and go... No, 78.
78 for Victor and Bob.
Let's go with the culture and go 69.
69. Very nice. All right. It looks like the difference is split between Victor and Tom. It was actually an 80. Sorry. It was nominated for Best Multiplayer Game at the Game Awards and Best Online Game of the Year at the DICE Awards. Didn't win either. It was nominated, though. All right. Let's get to a couple of the reviews here. I'll send these to you in Discord.
Knockout City is an absolute blast. A colorful arcade sports game that it's easy to jump into for newbies with plenty of depth and strategy for crews looking to become the ultimate dodgeball champions. With 4 modes and 5 stages currently on offer, tons of unlockable cosmetics, daily challenges, and crossplay, cross-progression included from the get-go, this has hit the ground running, and there is absolutely no reason not to jump into the free trial and see how you fare. 9 out of 10 stars.
It's from Nintendo Life. Bob, what you got over there?
PlayStation Universe says, whether you're a fan of multiplayer games or not, it's hard not to recommend Knockout City. Velen has developed an exciting and refreshing take on an often overlooked sport with varied and fun game modes and tight controls that lead to matches you'll remember long after finishing. Right now, Knockout City is great, and I'm excited to see where it will go in the future. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, and then cut to where we are today. The cosmetics is something the first review said there. On one hand, I wish that this was like Rumbleverse, where everything was unlocked and we could pick all of our own customization, because that'd be a lot more fun to spend much more time in the customization for make us look more unique. Out of the box, there's not a whole lot. Another weird choice, at least I didn't see, I could be wrong, I couldn't see what I hadn't unlocked yet. When you look at customization, you're like, there's barely anything here. Like, what am I even doing? If you're interested in like unlockables in this game. But the more I played, it kept giving me really interesting stuff that I didn't know was going to unlock. So it's just odd choice not to show you what you can unlock, or maybe I missed it in a menu too, but it wasn't that apparent. All right, well, that's what some of the critics had to say. Let's move on to whether this is someone else's treasure. Looking at some reviews, these are all from Steam. Great community over there on Steam. Victor, whenever you're ready with that.
Big_smoke64 says, every time I catch a fast ball, my brain receives extreme amounts of dopamine. Recommended.
Nice.
So this is by TTVMVME. He says, cyberbullying has never felt so good.
Pulsair says, getting bullied by 3 people with dodgeballs feels like I'm in 7th grade PE again. 10 out of 10 recommended.
Zal says, fun when you're not playing against Nike 2744. He's a person who gets very close to you and fake throws a lot to try and catch it, and then throws.
Yeah.
Recommended.
Yeah. Fuck you, Nike 2744.
Hey, he made the
Big
review.
shout out
That's
to
pretty
you.
good.
Nike 2744 bullied so much he got mentioned in a review for this game.
That's pretty good.
All right. Yeah, and those were all the reviews that weren't just jokes about balls. So, but what about our scores? It's time we gave this game a score it deserves using our patented Garbage Valley score system. Scoring at GGN is a little unique. Anyone can score a game on a 0 to 10 scale, but there's little appreciation for games that are so bad they're good. Our score keeps going past 0 to show enjoyment you're getting out of something that isn't good by conventional standards, but we find some fun in it. So a 0 is a bad game, no fun at all. It's in the Garbage Valley. A positive 10's what you think, and a negative 10, it's a beautiful disaster that you can't look away from. So let's go down the list from what I got here. Frank, putting you on the spot. Good, bad, and the ugly in your score.
It's fun. It works.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see even bigger teams. I feel like it's kind of limiting itself by only 3 and then a later unlockable 4.
Right.
I like the idea. I saw they had a 2v2.
Yes. Yeah.
That could be fun. I'd like to try
more
that.
Players on the field. Yeah.
But I think if you had like massive teams, it could get real. I mean, maybe that's the problem. Maybe they tried it and it gets too crazy. But it's something's a little off. But it's a fun game to play. I'm gonna give it a positive 6 because it's fun. But I'm not. It's not my favorite.
Tom, what do you think?
It's funny. In the last match, when they were, it's going to be in the video, they were curving things around. I actually found that really intriguing.
Yeah,
maybe I didn't.
That was a whole other echelon of skill, right? That we weren't tapping into.
Right. Like, and I did a little bit of it. I did what I thought was all the training, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was like more training that specifically goes over curving that I didn't see. But that was cool. Like when it happened to me, my feeling wasn't like, oh, that was cheap. My feeling was like, wow, that was sick. I need to learn how to do that. And so I don't know. I think that was kind of cool for like something that on its face seems pretty simple. But then as we played some of these games and we're like striking each other and catching and all of these extra things that were going on, it's pretty cool. So there was a kind of a surprising amount of depth, I thought, to the game. So that's the good. The bad, I don't know. I don't know if I have any like big critiques of it. Maybe like Frank said, it was a bit restrictive that it was just like the 3v3 right off the bat. Like I wish you could have had a lot more options.
I mean, you guys played a decent amount, and I'm not sure the point of gatekeeping those other modes for 12 matches. It's quite a bit, but
I thought we played a lot. Yeah, so it was weird.
So to not have access to that stuff by this point, it feels a little weird.
I don't have an ugly. The ugly is that it's sad that games like this have to die.
Oh, they must die.
Yeah, that it's sad that it couldn't have been better. So with that said, I have very little critique of the game. I think it was fun. There was a lot of the stuff that like the soda ball and the moon ball, like that I thought were like refreshing in terms of like you play a lot of shooters and there's like how many variations of a shotgun or sniper do you get, where like this, there was a sniper ball, but I thought a lot of these things were pretty unique.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really fun, and I'm going to give it an 8.
Victor, well, what are you thinking over there, Knockout City?
Yeah, I agree with a lot of Frank's points where I wish there were bigger teams. Maybe the maps were a little smaller because you do get lost sometimes a little bit. It's like kind of far. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like a garbage game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's
but they're
compared
putting
to a lot
it in
of
the trash.
I don't know. I mean, it's enjoyable. I wish there was a little bit more you could do with it. I'll give it a 7. Dodgeball is fun.
Bob, what are you thinking?
Either bigger groups or smaller maps, because even though 3-on-3 whatever, some of those maps you kind of get lost trying to find them.
Yeah, and Victor's saying the size of the map. I was thinking like, why don't they do like a traditional dodgeball kind of gym? That'd be fun.
Yeah, a gym with like obstacles or something like that.
Maybe there is one map, but it's not unlocked right now, which is kind of weird.
That's dumb.
Yeah, so, I mean, we could look at them all in the private mode. You could see everything that they have, but it's weird that you're gate kept out of a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, and even there was a map with like things going around targeting you and it's doing like special things to you, which is cool. Yeah, I like that, like environmental maps. But overall, I think it looks nice. It feels nice. I mean, playing it doesn't seem laggy, doesn't seem glitchy at all. It runs smoothly. I had no problems with it. I like all the different kind of balls on it. It's fun. Different things you can do with it. Overall, I think it's fun. I do like the game. I'm not saying I'm sad to see it go because I don't think I would have played it if it wasn't for this. But my time playing was fun. Came to dominate. Except for the Chinese guys, they took me out pretty well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all in all fun. I'd give it a solid 7.
Yeah, I agree with what you guys said. I worked all the way through to get it to unlock the other modes. There was a very large skill jump from when I played modes that don't require the mode that doesn't require any unlock to the thematic one. It was the pirate theme mode right now where you collect diamonds that randomly spawn around the map and drop when you damage opponents. That all of a sudden got very difficult. I think that was the first game that I might have lost. I was happy with how it controlled. It's a little weird of a game to play with a keyboard and mouse. I think it's just more natural to play on a controller. I was happy with how it felt. Like I said, I wish the cosmetics were more visible to give you something to work towards. I understand, and a lot of reviewers said that like it's a game that seems very accessible, but then has a lot of depth. And we saw a little bit of that, I think, with the curveballs and the strategies of like teaming up and fake throws and that kind of stuff. I don't know that it approaches Rocket League levels like some critics alluded towards. Like that's what they were going for.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't seem like it can possibly have that kind of complexity. There's not something that keeps you coming back to it like that. There's just something mystical about Rocket League, about thinking you're going to hit the perfect goal and such. But I don't know. There's not quite that satisfaction with throwing the perfect dodgeball in this game. I thought it was good. Always weird to see a game like this fail, but it requires a lot of players playing it. And I think we saw some bots in the lobby, and the situation wasn't getting any better for them. I wish they could just leave it online for whoever wants to play it, but I guess that's not where game hosting is at. So yeah, I had fun with it, and maybe we'll take part in a little tournament. So I'll say
We should.
I'll say a positive 7 as well. I think that's the right place for it. That is Knockout City. And, I don't make up the rules about when we stop doing scoring. It's just these things happen sometimes. And I think, Bob put up quite the fight getting so many KOs on the board. He did send that group message to the group with his 21 KOs, which I think is by far the most. So congratulations, Bob. Just barely eking it out. 127. Victor with 124. Frank with 122. Tom with a very respectable 115. And me with 2 points. But we're going by golf rules.
Take one of mine.
I'm going to keep this myself. Well, thank you, Victor. Congratulations, Bob. I'll get you your turtle shell container.
All clips in this podcast were used in compliance with the U.S. Copyright Fair Use Exemption for criticism and commentary. Garbage Game Night makes no claims to ownership over any games played and has no affiliation with any developer or publishing company. For additional references on cited articles and quotes, check our episode-related blog at garbagegamenight.com. Or if you have a comment about the game we reviewed or have a suggestion, drop us a line.